What's up, y'all? It's your boy Roscoe P with another one of my tales from overseas. This one comes to you from Bangkok, Thailand. So I'm flying over to Bangkok, and one of my boys, rest in peace, Bobby, says to me, yo, if you ever meet a middle-aged or older dude on a plane or anywhere in Thailand, run. Like, just run in the opposite direction because they there for no good, right? And I'm like, what you mean? And he's like, just trust me, yo, they there for no good. And so he also said that if you're on a plane and you see these middle-aged and older white dudes, listen to them. You know, he was like, cut your headphones off, keep them on, but listen to what they're talking about because you'll hear some crazy stories. And, you know, shout out, rest in peace again, Bobby. Shout out to the OG. He traveled a lot. He knew a lot of things, and he was a wild dude, but he hit me with a lot of knowledge when I was younger. So I appreciate him, man, and I miss him. So I'm on a flight. I'm sitting in business class. There's other two dudes kind of like in front of me, and I can hear them, right? Because back in the day, business wasn't that separated. You could still hear people. So I'm listening. And yo, the stories they coming up with are bananas, yo. Like the conversation, oh man, you know, I told my wife I was going on a business trip, but you know, I've been away from this a long time. I need to get back at it. You know, some of the things they were talking about would have gotten them arrested hands down in the States. Just done. You're finished. I mean, talking about like boys and girls, not women and men, boys and girls, to like, it was terrible. And they were like shirts, suits, ties, like I thought they were going on a business trip or a golf trip or something. Nah, not for that. But that's what they told their wives, they said. So I was like, oh God. I was like, yo, Bob was right. He was right. Anyway, we land, and I meet up with some of my boys at the hotel, and we kicking it. Like, we had a great 3 days, stayed up late, went to the beach. Like, yeah, so in Bangkok is the city, but what you could do is you could take a cab to another part of Thailand that's close to a beach. And yo, for anybody that's never been to Thailand, when you get in a cab, they be flying. Like, they hit the accelerator and you're like holding on for dear life. Like, yo, it's like the Autobahn, you know? So, and also for y'all that want to go to Bangkok, just be very mindful of, like, everyone tries to hustle you out the airport, man. Just be mindful of like the prices and the exchange rates and things like that. So anyway, get in the cab, go to the hotel, meet up with our boys. We jump in another cab the next day, go to the beach, come back. We explore Bangkok another day. Another day we're in a club, we're kicking it. Day 4, coming out the hotel, we're a little tired because we've been just motoring and moving. We meet this dude, middle-aged, older dude. And I was like, me and my homeboy were like, yo, you know, we're gonna go out in the city and get something to eat. My other boys was like, nah, we met some girls, we're gonna go meet up with them. I was like, cool, I wanna see the city. My boy was like, yo, I'm gonna roll with Roscoe. I was like, all right, let's go. On the way out, we get to the hotel lobby, we meet this middle-aged white dude. And he starts talking, you know, oh, where you guys from? It's like, man, we're from America. Oh, I'm American too, blah, 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 blah. And the thing is, when you meet a person from America and they are in another country, you kind of bond with that person because you're like, yo, what are you doing so far away from home? There's not that many people just roaming around. He's like, yo, let me take you to my spots. And I'm like, well, cool, you know. And I'm thinking to myself, all right, look, I know what my boy Bobby said, but this dude, like, if worst come to worst, I could beat him up and we'll be fine, right? Like, I'm like, all right, cool, you know? And so we go to this restaurant that he took us to. It was good food, real good food, real cheap too. It's good food, cheap, big portions, ate good, you know. And we grabbed a couple brews, and he's talking. We went to some of the other places. There's like outdoor bars you could play pool. I mean, it's Thailand's a beautiful city. It really is. And so he's like, man, y'all wanna, see some girls afterwards. And I was like, yeah, why not? Let's go. He's like, yo, let me take you to my best strip club. Let me take you to my favorite spot. Cool. And something didn't rub me the right way because of where it was positioned. Like, you had to go and like kind of like a back alley and then downstairs. But from my understanding, a lot of times when you go to those type of places, they be bangers. You go into a spot to eat and it's in it's in kind of somewhere off the beaten path, or the food be killing. The food is delicious. Or like you go to a spot and you be like, I don't know about this spot. And next thing you know, you're having the greatest time of your life. So I'm like, all right, cool. Let me see what this dude's talking about. All right, cool. So he walks downstairs, opens the door, and my other boy, he's upstairs like, yo, let me chill out for a second. Let me finish this drink and I'll go in there. I'm like, cool, bro. Thailand, you could drink on the street. So I go in, I follow him, and as I walk in the door, your eyes kind of clear up and you can get a sense of what you're looking at. And man, yo, my man Bobby was absolutely correct, man. I mean, these people look like they were girls and boys in this spot, and I was like, yo, they looked young. And so for me, I don't get down like that at all. So I did. If y'all ever seen the episode of The Simpsons where Grandpa Simpson walks into the spot, sees Bart, and then grabs his coat and walks right back out without even going in? Yeah. I did an about face. I took maybe 2 steps in, read the layout, did an about face. The door didn't even close. That's how quick I was in and out. The door was like still closing and I kind of slipped back out. And my boy is coming down. I'm going up. He's like, yo, what happened? I'm like, no. We're leaving, bro. I'm like, no, we're leaving. We got to get out of here. He's like, what happened? I was like, yo, I'll tell you in the cab, bro. We're going back to the hotel. And then that's it, He's like, all right. So in the cab, I'm telling him, and he starts cracking up. He's like, yo, that's crazy. For real? Yo, yeah. I'm like, yes, man. Like, yo, shout out to Bob, man. Always right, man. Never trust a middle-aged or older dude just chilling in Thailand for no reason, man. Don't do it. And of course, that's not, everything, but the first dude who introduced himself to us, right, at the hotel, turns out to be like the dudes I happen to be listening to on the plane, right? Ear hustling on the plane. So, yo, crazy. That's one of the crazier ones. But yeah, yo, it's been a blast, y'all. It's your boy Roscoe P, and that was one of the crazier tales from overseas.